You can use iTunes on your computer to sync music, videos, applications, contacts, calendars, iTunes U collections, and even browser bookmarks between your computer, web applications, MobileMe, and your iPad. Note that you can only sync your iPad to one account, so choose the computer and iTunes account carefully before you sync the iPad. To sync, first make sure you've got the most recent version of iTunes on your computer by running a software update or going to itunes.com/download. Plug your iPad's dock cable into the iPad and the other end into a USB port on your computer. If it doesn't launch automatically, open iTunes. If this is the first time you've plugged this iPad into your computer, you'll be asked to set it up and register it. To do so, follow the on-screen directions. Once in iTunes, click on the iPad in the sidebar. If you've set up an iPod to sync with iTunes, the screens you see here will be very similar to the ones you're familiar with. The first thing you see here is the Summary pane, which has a summary of the sync settings, as well as some basic options, such as to have iTunes open automatically when the iPod is plugged in, and automatic syncing information. Note that there are several tabs along the top. Click each tab to see the syncing settings and preferences pane for each item. You can change these settings anytime your iPad is plugged into the computer. To make a change, select the options you want to change, and then click Apply in the lower right corner. iTunes will give you a message when the iPad is done syncing and can be disconnected. To disconnect the iPad, roll over the Eject icon in the sidebar next to the iPad's name, and then click it. When the iPad disappears from the sidebar in iTunes, you can unplug the dock cable.